Well, number one, Gene Simmons seems to say this every 3 years anyway. And I guess when the latest group of hip hop artists and rap music artists come in, he's going to issue his point. I mean, he's a rock god, you know. But what he fails to realize is that it's the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And everything else other than rock, when rock and roll splintered in the 60s, is the roll. And soul music, reggae, hip hop, which is rap music, because hip hop is a culture. So it embodies, sight, sound, story, and style. But music, the vocal on top of the music has already been determined. So that's the role, that's the flow, that's the soul in it. Yeah, Kiss are rock gods, but they don't have a lot of role to them. I'm black, born in 1960. Being told that I don't belong doesn't even phase me. You know what I'm saying? I really relish the opportunity that I'm able to even be in the music business at all. And thank God for hip hop and rap music making it possible. If somebody would have told me in 12th grade in 1977 that I would be making records or being in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, even or whatever, number one, I would have been scratching my head like doing as what? I had no idea. Well, he ain't never going to get off at that point. So, we're in a time where everybody's saying everything at the same time. Nobody's really listening. So Gene is going to probably scream out that probably for the rest of his life, and he's entitled to his opinion, and he's dealt in the into the music for so long that his opinion is probably going to be stuck to him. However, I've been a musicologist of note. um I'm not a plug guy, but I just recently put out this week, and then I taught a UCLA class for 10 weeks on exactly the threads of what the culture is about, how the music is related, not just 100 years back and or 150 years back in documentation, but how it goes back, maybe 1,000 years. So um, scholarship matters. Those who really, were in the middle of the muck creating something out of nothing. You got to consider that too. If hip hop created something out of nothing as a culture with rap music, that's no more different than, somebody playing a chord on the side of a shack during slavery. But then again, people are calling slavery forced labor right about now. So we gotta just watch the narratives. And we just gotta understand that, people they're gonna stay with their beliefs, to the day they die. So don't try to change them. Just try to make sure you keep the facts in the narrative as much as possible. Ghetto don't mean black. Ghettos were, that came out of European term. I mean, a cluster of people who are kind of like the same tribe, all in the same area. But you just got to have education so you won't be rattled by things that just come out of left field. A
Right.
lot of people are talking, and not as many people are really listening as much as they should. So when you hear certain things that make no sense, why even waste the time to try to add to it, put layers on it?